please welcome to the stage, and remember, lots of energy. This is the last. We got to give them a lot of love. Neshama Franklin, everyone. Neshama, give it up for her.
So it's always true confessions at the Moth. And now you will know that I am a Packrat. You're looking at a Packrat. I save everything. Stuff that I might need one day, stuff that I did need one day, stuff that somebody else might need, projects that I have started and might finish. And they all go in a storage outbuilding. And also duplicates. So one day I went out to replace something that I had lost. I lose stuff constantly. And in the box where I knew the duplicate was, I saw a tail. And it was the first live sighting. I knew that there were critters in there, but I had never seen one so bold. And my heart sank, and I freaked out, and I got traps, and I set them. And the next morning, I opened the door. It was a very creaky Charles Adams-type door. And the bait was gone, and the traps were empty, sprung. And I was really relieved. I did not want to see carnage. Would you? And my neighbor said, oh, it's a dusky-footed wood rat. It's, a denizen of the forest, and we don't want to kill her anyway. And so I have a heart trap. So we set the have-a-heart trap with exquisite provender, peanut butter with walnuts and strawberries, and I would have eaten it myself. And in the morning, we opened the door, and the bait was gone, and the trap was empty. And I knew I had an adversary, and I had to do something. And then I realized that that building was full of holes. So I got Manny, who can do anything. I said, Manny, block up the holes. And he tapped all day. And then we had a sealed chamber. And the strategy was we'd seal her out and she'd go away. Or we'd seal her in and eventually she'd eat and get trapped. And so then the next morning we opened that door and the food was gone and the trap was empty. She was really something, this rat. By then I knew. And she used to leave a kind of strew, kind of like a signature. She seemed to like canning lids and bulldog clips and festive shredded red paper. It was kind of like she was thumbing her nose at me. I'm here, I'm still here. And so then I knew I had to do what I did not want to do, which was hauling everything out of there. And it's really like revelation. All my sickness out on the driveway, all those boxes, all that crap. But I dragged them out until when I lifted the last box out, there she was. No, but I have to tell you what she had created, and I got to admire her because she had made a bower in there. She was a wood rat. She dragged in flowering branches and unripe plums. And oh, you should have seen that nest. I mean, it was exquisite, beautifully woven with plastic and fabric and paper and twigs, just conical. One of those Indians would have been very proud to create such a beautiful nest. So this was the animal that I was evicting. And when the last box came out, there she was, fat and sassy and bright-eyed and furious. And I sent Manny in with a broomstick and a box, and I shut the door. And it was the longest time. Oh, I heard curses in Spanish. I heard lurches and bumps. And then he said, I got her. And he got her into the have-a-heart trap, and he put her in his truck, and he drove her far away to a glen with a stream. May she thrive and be happy. And then I was left with my crap out there for all to see. And also I was left with her detritus. Now, you have to know that rat poop is kind of charming. It looks like Good and Plenty's when it's dry. Not so bad. I mean, except when she had tried to drink some castor oil. oil. She'd try anything, it might be edible, and that was a little gooey. But I cleaned it all up, and then I threw away what she had destroyed. Good rat. You know, I didn't need that stuff. And I gave away a lot that I didn't need. And I put a lot back. I mean, all those boxes of tapes from the 80s, do they still play? But in any case, the beauty of it is that I had met my adversary. I had loved my adversary, and she did me a great favor. When I buy the farm, my children will be a lot happier that they'll have less of my hoarding to get rid of. Thank you.
Neshama Franklin, everyone, our last storyteller.